I still have to admit people. I have to admit people. You're welcome to today's training. Japheth, you're welcome. Mikey, you're welcome. I want to welcome everyone that is here at this very moment. We're just 4 participants as of now. And please, if you can hear me, just drop a 1 in the chat. Just drop a 1 if you can hear me. And so we'll take time to wait for other partners that are coming on board, because I believe that this will be something we'll all be able to benefit greatly from today's meeting. So please, let's just hold on for others to join. As soon as you have up to 10 and above, yes, we'll start. But meanwhile, you can invite your friends. You can invite your team partners. All right, thank you so much. All right, I can be heard. That is great. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and send the invite to our friends, our partners, those who are already in the RoyalQ, or people that, yes, maybe you love them so much and you just want them, maybe they've not even heard about RoyalQ. You can also invite them so that they will know what is possible with what we're doing here at RoyalQ. All right? So please, let's go ahead and invite. Let's go ahead and let them remind them this is the meeting. This kind of meeting doesn't come up often. And most time, whenever it's going to come up, some leaders will tell us to pay for it. Now, there's a reason why they're saying that. We want to make sure that you're serious about it. But I've made up my mind that my team members, my team partners, I'm going to do all that I can to open their eyes for them to see what truly works and how they can seize the opportunity. And so that's why I'm doing this training. And I believe that by the time we're through today, we will not be on the same level. We will have been better than the way we were before we came off for this meeting or this training. So please reach out to your people. Reach out to your people. This is 7:06. Let's just give some little time. Let's give some little time. And peradventure, we have questions. Peradventure, we have questions about any question in the respect of RoyalQ. Please, we can drop those questions. Just send it on the chat, so it will be there, and we'll be able to look at those questions. At least we'll have like 15 minutes that we'll use to answer questions after we have gone through the main topics of what we want to do today. All right. For everyone that is there, I appreciate you. Let's just hold on a bit, and we have 2 more people. Interestingly, this session is not going to be recorded. Why? Because I'm actually not in my environment presently now. The rain was so heavy, so I had to just get a place. And, you know, since they've said it's 7 o'clock, I had to find a way to get a place and make sure that this meeting this training comes up. So please, can you bear with me? It's not recorded. So for those that will miss it, or for those that will not come on time, hey, there's no way I can help them about that. They know that 7 o'clock is the training. So let's just wait a bit. Let's see, we have for us to have as much as, let's say, 10 of us. As soon as we're up to 10, I'm good to go. Let us go. Even if my team members are not there, it is their choice. It is their choice if they are not there. So I just want to make sure I'm able to share something of value with those who come up for the training. I appreciate you, Baiki, Celestina, Ene, Excel Happy, Femi Ogurinde, Madam Joma, Olawumi Mary, then Raymond Momo. I appreciate every one of you on this call. I just need one more person. So as soon as we have 10 people on the call, then we are good to go. I'm not going to take your time. We'll be looking at MACD automation, but meanwhile, there are some things I want to share with us. We'll be looking at how to draw support and resistance, because this is something that it's compulsory if you want to be a trader, a successful one, a profitable one. You need to know how to draw support and resistance. I'm going to show you an easier way to do it, all right? And yes, I also want to say you need to have a strategy. You need to have a strategy that you're going to use. You need to have a strategy when we talk about crypto trading or forex trading or any of those trading indices. You need to have a strategy. We're going to look at the strategy, the best way that we can go about it. And there's what they call smart trading, or there's a particular name that one of these leaders usually call it, sniping the market. Yeah, it will say sniping the market. So I'm going to explain what they mean by sniping the market. All right, sniping the market. It's something we should all know about and use it to our advantage. All right, it's something we should all know about and use it to our advantage. We're 12 on the call now. I appreciate everyone that is on this call, and we're about to get ready. All right, yeah, there's going to be screen sharing and everything, but we're about to get ready. Like I said, there's going to be no recording because I'm not presently in a place where I'm not presently at a place where I can do a recording on my laptop. So my laptop is not here. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, we're 14 on the call now. We're 14 on the call now. And so we will be starting. We'll be starting because of Flourish. Okay, so maybe what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make someone co-host so the person can help to admin. Excel Happy, are you there? Are you available? Excel Happy, if you are there and you are available, let me know so that it can help me to be admitting people. Excel Happy, let me know if you are active and you're ready so that it can help me to be admitting people.
Service, sir.
All right, Excel happy. Thank you so much. Now you're going to help me to be admitting people, all right? Because these are training needs you to admit people. They can't just join for free. You need to admit them. Just click admit and then. So let me make you co-host. Hold on. Oh. Oh, because I'm using the laptop. Because I'm using the laptop, I'm not able to do that. Because I'm using the laptop, I'm not able to do that. So, all right, no problem. Let's get started. Let's get started. But like Excel API, please, your microphone can be this way. All right, just put it this way. So if you notice anything, you speak, you let me know. All right, so that I can correct things as we go on. I hope that is understood. All right.
Like what?
No, if you need to admit people, if people are waiting, just let me know people are waiting. If there's any sign that people are waiting, it might show on the screen that people are waiting. So just notify me people are waiting to be admitted. All right. All right. Or you can even mute yourself. You can mute yourself, but if you notice you're on mute and you tell me, I'll really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Once again, I want to welcome everybody to today's training. My name still remains Shubanjo Share FX. Today's training, basically, all right, there are some topics we want to look at. But basically, the aim is on how to use MACD automation, all right, MACD automation, how to use it successfully. So that's what we are actually after. And if we're able to go about this training today successfully, then we can eventually have a permanent schedule whereby we'll be having this training once or twice in a week. All right. And for those who are really ready to learn, because I have to be honest with you, when it comes to crypto trading using RoyalQ, you must be ready to learn. That's where the success is. A lot of people have joined RoyalQ and they are frustrated. I can tell you that for free. I know. I have some of them in my team, all right? And I have some of them coming to me from other team and telling me, please, how can I help them out? But the thing is, we need to have some things at the back of our mind, all right? So I'm going to start this way. First, you need to have a strategy. All right? You need to have a strategy. I hope I can be heard well. Madam Kiro, kindly respond. Can I be heard well?
Yes,
am I loud and clear? All right. Thank you. So let's do that. Let's mute. All right. So we'll start this way. We need to have a strategy. And when we talk about strategy, what I mean is that you must know what you really want as soon as you come on board RoyalQ. If you don't know what you want, you'll be jumping from one strategy, from one information to the other. And that will not bring the kind of growth that you want. And have it at the back of our mind that RoyalQ is not a get-rich-quick scheme. RoyalQ is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Have that at the back of our mind. And so that's why I said the first thing we look at is having a strategy. How do you have a strategy? What are you looking at making within so period? All right. What are you looking at making within so period? How much do you want to put into your trading, to start with your trading? All these can actually be looked into and be corrected. All right. All this needs to be looked into and be corrected. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Just hold on. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Please, this is not well planned for because I'm not in the house. And so just kindly bear with me. All right. So let me get a calculator. I hope I can still get this calculator on time. Oops, just hold on. It's a calculator here. I'm sorry I have to start going, but I actually have to use another system entirely because this wasn't what I really planned for. The rain caught me off unexpectedly, and because of that, I needed to look at a better arrangement. Should be somewhere, my calculator. Okay, maybe I'll use this. Can we see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, hold on, please. Just hold on. And the calculator is somewhere, but like, those things just got messed up. The rain made it look as if, wow. Where did I fix this? Something. This is really delaying. All right, so okay, fine. I've seen my daily calculator. Don't mind me. Look like where is it in? Now, when I say that you must have a strategy, what I'm saying is that you must know how much you intend making when you're coming into the system. As soon as you activate your RoyalQ bot, all right, and you put your trading capital in your exchange, all right, either Bybit or Binance or whatsoever. As soon as all that is set, you now need to have a strategy. And with the strategy, you can know how much do I intend to make within the next so period. All right. Some people want to make $1 billion within the next 3 months so that they can quickly use it to sort out a very urgent issue. Hey, RoyalQ is not for you if that is what you're looking at. I'm sorry, I'm being honest. I'm being bold, opening it nakedly to you at this evening. All right, RoyalQ is not something that let me just do within 2 months, just make 1 billion, and so I can use it to pay off some debt. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's something you have to build up bit by bit. There's some that just started with $100 at the beginning of this month, all right? And this month is almost ending. The person has made roughly $40 using $100. I'm going to explain that to you also, all right? So now, for you to have a strategy, the question is that what is the principal amount you want to use to trade? Let's say $100. All right. What is the interest or the profit you want to make daily? Let's say 3% profits. That's what you want to make daily. And let's say you want to now, probably you want to trade 300 times. I hope you can see my screen. You want to trade 300 times. So if you want to trade 300 times, I'm making 3% profit daily. All right. You can see there daily. All right, on every trade. And of course, your principal amount, that is the amount you want to use to trade, is $100. When you do using compounding system, when you click on calculate, you can see calculate here. You click on calculate, you can see the figure here, investment value, all right? It's $709,851,000. This will give you $709,851. All right. When you trade using the principal of $100 and making a profit of 3% daily, and you trade 300 times, I didn't say 300 days, 300 times. That means that you can trade 2 times or 3 times in a day, and you can trade 1 time in 3 days or 4 days or 1 week. Why do I say that? If the market doesn't sell up, all right, if the profit doesn't come up, if the market doesn't go up for you to take a profit, you have to hold on. You have to hold on. And so that's why I need to first paint this picture for you to understand. You must have a strategy. If you don't have a strategy, you get frustrated along the line because different things will come up. You just be following those different things. But if you have your strategy, you know what you want. You know that every day I must make 3% profits minimum. I must make 3% profit minimum, and my capital is $100. Now, if you look at this calculation, all right, there are days, money, interest. The first day is $100. The interest is 3%, and then the balance, it now makes 103. So the second day, if you look at the second day, I'm sure we're looking at this, something I'm looking at and doing here. If you look at the second day, all right, day 2. Day 2 said it started with 103. That is the profit he made yesterday, is what he's using to trade the market today. And it's also going for 3%. So automatically that now gave him 106.09. So the third day is now using 106. That's what we call compounding. The miracle of compounding. The miracle of compounding. You need to have it at the back of your mind. You need to visualize it. You need to have this kind of compounding calculator downloaded on your phone so that you can look at it and know where you are going. Now, it's not, you might not make 3% every day, because there are some days that you want to make 3%, but somehow, some way, the market went the other way around. So it took you time. Maybe it took you 2 days. It took you 3 days. It took you 1 week. Hey, it even took you 2 weeks for it to finally eat your profit and for you to take your 3%. I hope we understand that. So please, I want to say this also, if your total capital is $100, remember, your principal amount cannot be $100 at this place. If all you have to trade your destiny is $100, of course, you cannot put principal amount $100 here. I believe you know that. Because when you're using RoyalQ, we have margin call. And with the margin call, definitely you cannot start with $100. It's not right. It's not right. And that's why I'm also going to talk about the power of margin call. If you are trading using RoyalQ and you're not using margin calls, you are on your own. Whatever happens to you, you made it happen to yourself. If you go into deep floating loss, congratulations, you chose to make that happen. All right? So that be the case, you cannot have a total of $100 and now put your principal amount to be $100. That's not possible. All right? So if you have $100, maybe your principal amount will be roughly, I don't know, maybe $20. So if we now put $20 here, all right? If we put $20 as our principal amount, because that is the first buying amount, $20. When you put $20 as your first buying amount, you should understand that if the market goes down, it's going to buy the margin call. When it buys the margin call, it will now increase it. That's going to make you make more profits. But let's just do this calculation. Let's check this compounding, all right? With $20, 3% profit, and then trading 300 times. Let me click on calculate. Calculate. So you can see it gives us $141,000. With $20, it gives us one. So by the time you use $20 to be trading and you're compounding and you're taking 3% profit daily and you trade 300 times, my brother, my sister, my team partners here, my leaders here, you will not make anything less than $141,000. You will make above it, because there are days that the trade will go into the dip, so you buy margin call. And so when you buy margin call, automatically, it's going to increase your profits. Please, if what I've explained as part of this, having a strategy, compounding is understood, type a 1. If what I've explained there is understood, type a 1. I need to come and check it. Please, type a 1. Is it only 2 people that understand what I've just explained now? Is it 2 people? Please, I want to know if we understand it by typing a 1. This will let me know that people are following, people are understanding. Of course, everybody cannot type a 1. Everybody will not understand it at once, all right? This kind of meeting will keep coming up from time to time. But I want to be sure that majority, how many of us are on the call as at now? We have 23 of us. Ooh, we have 23 of us on the call as at now, all right? We have 23 of us at the call, 5 waiting. I'm sorry for those who are waiting. I believe you must have joined now, all right? So that be the case, definitely, yes, okay, all right, okay, fine. So if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us understand, at least, I believe it's still better than no one understanding, all right? So having a strategy is the first thing you need to know. Is the first thing you need to be sure of. How much do I have? Let me just re-explain it. How much do I have? How much capital? A typical example, you have $500 capital for your trading. That's how much you brought that you want to use to trade. And the profit you want every trade is 3%, which is good. All right. And at the same time, you're looking at trading 300 times. So if it's $500 that you have, then you need to know that you cannot say your principal amount is $500. Your principal amount will surely be lower than that. All right? With $500, your principal amount will surely be as low as maybe 20, maybe 50. But when we get to setting up margin call, that will explain to us better. I hope I'm well understood. Please, if we understand what I've just explained now, let me know. Is it understood?
Yes.
All right. All right. Thank you. All right. All right. Thank you. So let me go on to the next thing I want to share with us. So the second one is about trading view. The second one is about trading view. Now, if you are here and you don't have a trading view, let me tell you one truth. You are doing yourself. You are doing yourself. If you're on this call, all right, and you don't have a trading view, you are going against yourself. Please, is there anyone here that doesn't have a trading view? Let me know where to start from. Is there anyone here that doesn't have a trading view? If you don't have a trading, just say, I don't have. Just say, I don't have. If you don't have a trading view, just say, I don't. And if you have a trading view, say yes. If you don't have a trading view, say no. Okay. Somebody's asking what a trading view is. Now, this person, Madam Kate, all right, are you a RoyalQ? Fine, good. Okay, some of us don't know. Some of us don't have trading view. Some of us don't have trading view. The reason why I'm asking is that I want to make sure that this training this evening would take us from where we are and take us to the next level. All right, please don't mind me. I'm asking this question. I want to make sure that you don't remain the same after you've led this meeting, this training. I want to make sure you don't remain the same. Either you're my partner or you're a RoyalQ member general. I want to make sure everyone that came, at least, we don't remain the same. All right. So a trading view is a system where we use to analyze the market before we get into the markets. All right. That's what a trading view is. So if you're a crypto trader, you need it. If you're a forex trader, you need it. If you trade indices, you need it. If you trade stocks, you need it. You need trading view, because that's where we do our technical analysis on. So Madam Kate probably will need to talk. If you don't have a trading view, I probably need to guide you and give you 1 or 2 videos for you to watch to be able to understand how to set up your trading view. So trading view is compulsory. Anyone here that does not have a trading view, you are actually slowing down your progress. Thank God for the place of RoyalQ app. All right, the RoyalQ bot is wonderful, is great, is awesome. But when you have a trading view, all right, good. But when you have a trading view, it makes life easier for you. All right, it makes life easier for you. So for those that have a trading view, we'll be looking at top-down approach. Or let me say, we'll be looking at how to draw support and resistance line. All right? How many of us has heard about support and resistance line? If you have heard about it, just drop a yes. Just drop a yes. If you have heard about support and resistance line, drop a yes, please. Drop a yes. And if you have not heard about it, drop a no. If you have heard about support and resistance, drop a yes. Thank you so much. I can see the responses. This is great. I like it. I like it. Thank you so much. Yes. I've also heard about support and resistance line. Can I be heard, please? The network took me out. All right, can I be heard? Okay, all right, great. All right, thank you so much. So now let me just try and see a way I can explain support and resistance. All right, I'm not going to share my screen, but let me just explain it. Now, if you are standing up in a room, in a bedroom, all right, the floor that you're standing on is regarded as your support. The floor you're standing on in your room is your support, all right? And the roof at the top, all right, the ceiling at the top, that is the resistance. How do I mean? When you're standing firm, standing straight in your room or anywhere, all right, and you're not going down, that floor stands as your support. And so if you jump up, no matter how high you jump, all right, there's a ceiling there. So that ceiling is what is resisting you, is preventing you from going higher beyond your ceiling. All right? Did you get, please, if you got that message I just explained now, let me just take it again. Let's look at it from this level. Where you are standing, if you stand up on your feet, all right? Well, if you stand up on your feet, where your feet is on the ground is your support, because you can't go further than that place. You can't go inner into the ground. So that is also regarded, all right, is regarded as support. Now, if you look at the ceiling at the top of your house or the decking at the top, all right, obviously you notice that if you jump up, you can't go through that ceiling. That is your resistance. So that is the way I want you to look at it. Then my boss, my coach, Coach Nandi will say, if you get a basketball and you're bouncing the ball, you notice that the ball will be bouncing between the floor and your hand. So when it gets to your hand, you bounce it down again. So that the floor and your hand are regarded as the support, which is the floor, and your hand is the resistance. All right. So if you understand what support and resistance is, it will make you to be able to enter a trade with a high level of confidence. You'll be able to go into any trade with a high level of confidence. What I'm going to first share with us is on how to draw a support and resistance line when you're on TradingView. So I'm going to take us to TradingView right now and show us that. I want to show you the easiest way of how to draw support and resistance. And if you understand it, you need to let me understand. You need to let me know that you've understood it, because that is one thing. If you want to take any trade, you must be able to draw the support and resistance. If you don't draw it, then obviously it's going to be really challenging, all right, for the person. If you're not able to draw it, it's going to really be challenging for that person to be able to take the trade successfully. Are we following, please? So let me go to my trading view right now. I hope I'm sharing my screen. Let me see. Oh, I'm not sharing.
We're not seeing your screen.
All right. let me share my screen again. Please don't mind me. Let me just. Yeah. Let me take my cup of tea. So like now, let me go to my trading view. At times my trading view takes time to come up because so many things going on. Okay. Can we see my screen right now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. So let me just let me look for one of these coins. Okay, let's look at BTC. Let's look at BTC. Now, this is BTC. This is BTC. All right. This is BTC and where it is presently. Now, whenever I want to do take my support and resistance, I love using the strategy of top-down analysis. What do I mean by top-down analysis? I go to the higher time frame. All right. When we say higher time frame, look at this now. We have the 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months. Everything is there. But I love using 4 hours. Right? I love using 4 hours. So with these now, obviously, and because I'm using a phone, because as soon as I'm using a laptop, it makes sense. All right. But because I'm using a phone, that's why it's showing this way. So with this that I have here, obviously, all right, if I want to do the top-down analysis, I'll go to the higher time frame, which is 4 hours. You can see at the bottom here, BTC 4H. 4H simply means 4 hours. So with BTC 4H, all right, I can come over here and spread it, and I want to do what I call draw my support and resistance line. All right, I want to draw my support and resistance line. So all I will do, I believe we know where to get the icons that we're going to use. But meanwhile, for most of us that we see the candle this way, let me use another coin. I'm coming. I want to try and use another coin. I beg this support. This there's a trade that I'm going on. I'm presently on right now. Okay, rare. Okay, rare. All right, so let me take this coin, rare. RARE USDT. All right. Okay. So I click on it. All right, great. A lot has been done. Let me take away all these support and resistance that I put on it. I just want to show you how to come about the support and resistance. Hold on. Sorry for the delay. Kindly bear with me. I just want to make sure that we understand support and resistance. Now, if we look at this, all right, look at this, this coin, rare USDT. I want to draw the support and resistance. But meanwhile, I want to make sure I draw it using 4 hours, a bigger time frame, when we talk about top-down analysis approach. All right. For me to be able to draw it, if you want to get the exact correct place for you to drop the support and resistance, you need to watch out for a V, where you can see a V. Let me see, I can draw the V. Hold on. Okay, no problem. I'm coming. Okay, let me use this. Okay. Can we hold on, bear with me? Now, I'm sure we can see this V I just drew now. I'm sure we can see this V. Madam Nkiru, can you see this V? I just want to use you as someone that is, can you see the V that I just drew now? Madam Nkiru, respond, please. Okay, she's not there. Now, I'm sure we can see this V. Can we see the V? Can we see the V?
Yeah.
Let me be sure. Just drop a message. Can we see the V? All right, fine. We can see the V. Great. So now, if you want to draw any support and resistance, watch out from where you can see V. Let me drop this. Let me draw the second one. Hold on, please. All right, this is one. Then there's another. What you should look for? You should look for the V on the other way. Hold on. This. I want to make sure that you get this thing right. I want to make sure you get it right. Great. Now, I'm sure we can see the two. One V is facing up, the right V, and the other one is V facing down. I hope you can see there. So if you can see that, all right, all you need to do is to watch out for where you can see V here. Now, here is a V at this particular place. Just a minute. Just a minute. All right. Okay. Now let me go ahead to my trading view. Now, anywhere you see, all right, anywhere you see anything like this, all right, that's a V. At that particular place, there is a support and resistance line. This another one here. Can you see this one? That is a support and resistance line. This is another one here. Can you see it? That is a support and resistance line. This is another one here. Can you see it? This is a support and resistance. I'm actually showing you how to draw this thing. Make it easy for yourself. You can do this thing. You don't need to wait for signals. You can do it. Of course, I'm not saying that you should not wait for signals. You can be taking signals now while practicing this thing to help yourself. Anywhere you see, and you notice that, all right? Anywhere you see, look at this other place also. You can see a V here. Sorry, I'm coming. You can see a V there, all right? You can see a V here, all right? So all these places are put a V. All these places are places that you can look at and use as your support and resistance. But peradventure, you are really finding it difficult to locate. Let me show you the strategy you will use. You use the line system. Instead of this is a candle system. Or let me quickly put these candles in red and okay. Sorry, let me just change the candle so it's going to be easier for you to understand. All right. Just hold on, please. All right, I'm sure we can see all this. We can see it well now. All right, you can see the red candle and you can see the green candle. Now, for you to know the exact place to join your support and resistance, you can see where the roads, look at this particular place here. I think I need to use this. Okay, let me move this up. Look at this icon. Can you see this icon? Okay, not this icon. Hold on. Not this icon. Look at this second icon. This is the icon you will click. When you click this icon, All right. When you click this icon, I've clicked it now, you scroll to the bottom. All right. Then you will see where the roads chart type. Can you see the chart type? Let me show you can see it. This is the chart type. All right. You click on chart type. All right. So when you click on chart type, it comes up here. Then you now click on line. Can you see it here? You click on line. You click on this line. Please just follow what I'm explaining. It's going to make it easy for you to draw your support and resistance line with ease. So if you get that done, then you've gotten half of the job done. All right. So let me go ahead. When you click on line, it will now present itself this way. When it presents itself this way, let me take away all these ones. Let me take away all this green that I've dropped there. All right. So that you can see the line by yourself. And then when you see it by yourself, you know where to draw your support and resistance. Now that you have drawn it, I'm sure you can see all these points. Hold on. I'm sure you can see this point here. You can see this point here. You can see this point here. Those are your support and resistance line. You can see them. You can see it here. You can see it here. All these places are circled. Those are your support and resistance line. Those are your support and resistance line. It makes life easy for you. All right? It makes life easy. I hope you can see the way it is now. All those places that is having the V, either the V upside down or this V. And of course, this place also. Hold on. Because I need you to understand this. This is another one here. All right? So with all this, obviously, you see your support and resistance. So the next thing for you to do is now to draw it, to draw the line. And how do you draw the line? For you to draw the line, all right, you come over here, all right, you click on this pencil, all right? So when you click on the pencil, you now come to, come to horizontal line. I'm sure you can see the horizontal line. This is the horizontal line. You click on horizontal line, and when I click on it now, you will see what's going to happen, all right? Just hold on. So I click on the horizontal line. Since it's clicked on, I drag it, put my hand on it and drag it. So I put it at that exact point. You can see where I'm putting this. I'll now click on it and you can see it. Let me change the color so that it's going to, all right. So we made the color black. All right, and we made it thicker. So let me now remove what we put there. Gosh, hold on. All right, so we removed it. Let me remove all those circles I put there so it doesn't disturb us. I just need you to when you understand this, even if this is the only thing we'll go through today, all right? And we'll schedule another meeting for maybe a day after, maybe not tomorrow, maybe a day after tomorrow. I tell you, your life will be better. You will love trading the more. You will really love the experience of trading and it will take you far. So we've taken the first one. Remember this circle is where, remember this circle, this is where the something is presently now. You can see it, right? That's where it is. That's where the candle is presently. So let's go for the next something. We'll come here, we'll click on horizontal line again, and we'll bring it. This under place. Place it here. All right? You can see it coming up. All right? Then we'll go ahead and remember we're on 4 hours. Horizontal line, we'll bring it again. We'll place it here. All right? Then we'll go again, click on the horizontal line, and then we'll bring it to this particular place. All right? We'll click on it. Then there's another place I'm seeing. Now you will make sure that whatever it is you are doing is around the current price area. All right? All right, this is another one. Then of course, I can still have another one at the bottom here. I'm only showing you how to draw your support and resistance lines successfully. Successfully. If you look at it, it's forming up. It's forming up. Okay, it's all right. So with this now, because this is the area we're looking at, this is the area we're working on. We want to take our profit in this place. All right. With this now, it's obvious that you will know. Let me change it back to candle. Come click on this, then I click on chart type, and then I click on candles. And so it has brought it back. Obviously, with this, all right, I know that I can take a profit. I can take a profit range from where it is right here to the next year. So this gives me 1%, 1.06%. I'm sure we are following this. Now, what I've just explained about how to draw your support and resistance line using chart line, please, if you understand it, drop a yes. Drop a yes. I want to make sure that I'm being followed. I want to make sure that I'm actually teaching you. I want to make sure I'm showing you, and I want to make sure that you understand what I'm saying. Just drop a yes. I want to see how many people are following. I want to see how many people are following. I don't want anyone to just be here to have come to waste his or her time. How many people are following? Yes. Good. 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 All right. No. We're not recording this. We're not recording this. The rain really caught me somewhere, and I had to make sure that I must just do this training. So I can't record. I'm not at home. Anytime I'm not in the house, I'm not able to record. My laptop is not here. All right. So good. So I believe some of us have gotten what I've explained now. So, but for those who have not gotten it, where exactly is it that you don't understand? I want to make sure that this support and resistance, because without support and resistance, you'll be playing about. You'll be chasing the shadow. And you're not supposed to do that when you're trading. Remember, you're putting in your hard-earned money. You're putting your hard-earned money. So if you don't understand, let me know. Just drop a message. Let me know. Type a message. The area you don't understand, please, before I move to the next line. I know majority of us now understand it. I mean, a lot of us said yes. I'm so happy about this. Yeah. Okay, the tools we're picking, we should be mentioning it. Okay, I'll try and put that in my mind while I'm doing that next time. So please. All right. Okay, fine. More people are understanding this. Support and resistance is the ultimate. Is the ultimate. No matter what you want to do, if you don't get that support and resistance, it's going to help you. Of course, before you start using your indicator, you need to make sure that the support and resistance, you get it right. All right, for those who have not gotten it, maybe as we go on, I believe they will eventually get it. Now, we've been able to draw this support and resistance line because it is compulsory, you know it. It is what will help you to make the right decision. Of course, we can't say you're going to make 100% correct decision, but definitely you make a decision that is good enough. You make a decision that is good enough. I hope we got that. So now let me go to top-down analysis. Let me go there and talk about top-down analysis and what I mean by top-down analysis. All right. Now, like what I said, okay, let me just conclude in this place. Like what I said with this, all right, before you can get the next resistance, remember this is a resistance. Hold on. Remember this line is a resistance line. So when you get to this line, it's possible the market, the trade will retrace. It might retrace down when it gets to this line. But if it's able to break through this line, all right, if it's able to break through this line, great. That makes it more interesting for us. If it breaks through this line, all right, then I'm coming. If it breaks through this line, all right, if that trade breaks through this line, then your next focus is this line. All right, your next target is this line. So let's say it broke through this first one. All right, this is the second one. So let me see what the profit is likely to be. All right, so if you broke through this one and we now put the price profit range here, so we drag it up. This is 1.62. This is 1.62. And with this, I have come to the extent to, I want to speak with us. Because as much as this is a training, I also want to guide you based on what I've come across since 2021 with RoyalQ. I want to guide you some things I've come across. Some of us love taking big profits. It's good. You know, then when we talked about having a strategy, all right, my total capital, my trading capital is such amount of money, all right, and I want to make sure that I'm trading with, I want to make sure I make 3% profit or 5%. There's nothing bad if you want to make 5% profit a day. There's nothing bad if you want to make 10% profit a day. There's nothing bad making 15% profit a day. It is possible. It is possible. Our leaders like Dr. Money and some other people, Coach Namdi, people like them, they make 10%. All right? They make 10% profit daily. They make 10% profit daily and they are good to go. All right? But listen, there's what they call sniping the markets. Everybody, let's open our ears very well and listen to this. There's what they call sniping the markets. Sniping the market simply means that when you have done your analysis using support and resistance and other indicator, all right, don't focus on, we said something, having a strategy. You need 3% every day, all right? You need 3% on every trade. Instead of you to go for 3% at once, you are supposed to snipe the markets. How do you snipe the market? Go for 1.1, 1.3, 1.5. Do you know why I say so? Even as I yesterday, I took a trade and I told myself, on every trade that I take, it is 2%. I no go agree. You must give me my 2%. But I discovered that while I was waiting for it to take 2%, the market went up. The market went up. The market went up, and when it went up, it got to 1.9% profits. And do you know what happened? It retraced. The market retraced after it got to 1.9% profits. And so it retraced. I needed to wait again. The market went to the dip. I hope you're following me. The market went to the dip. And I said, okay, fine. I will insist. I must take my 2%. When I insisted, the market came back up. It did 1.7. When it did 1.7, it went down again. All right? As of today, this market kept on doing different sort of things. It has not given me my 2%. You can't believe that. You can't believe that. Then I just had to sit down and talk to myself and say, listen, snipe the market. Take 1.5%. Take it 3 times. Take it 4 times in a day. That will give me, listen, 1.5%, 2 times, how many percent is that? That's 3%. 1.5%, 4 times. How many is that? All right? That is 4, 5, 6. That is 6%. Which one do you think is smarter? If you took a trade and you say, I want by fire by force, I want 5%, and the market keeps going to 2%, comes down, retrace, goes to 3%, retrace, go to 4%, retrace, go to 4.9%, retrace, go for 4.8%, retrace. And after 3 days, it now finally got to your 5% and went very high. One even got to 10%, but it gave you 5%. How will you feel? How will you feel? And that's why you need to start thinking about sniping the markets. I've taken us like 2, 3 things now. Have your strategy. Understand how to draw your support and resistance line. Then know that you must be sniping the market to make more money. Except you are someone that is so busy. Except you are someone that is so busy. Let me see. I hope people are not waiting in the waiting room. So if you are someone that is so busy, then definitely, yes, you can go ahead and put in your 5% and go about your businesses. But before you do that, you must have done your top-down analysis. Your top-to-down analysis must be done. And you must be ready to make things happen for yourself. Please, if sniping of the market is understood, please just type a yes. I want to make sure that I'm carrying along people. I want to make sure that they understand what they are learning this evening. Fortunately, it's not recorded because the rain caught me at places I never expected. So I just organized the presentation, the training, because I've made up my mind it must happen for my team partners and some of my other friends. So if you know that sniping the market is understood, and you understand, you see the reason why I feel we should be doing that. You know, see, you can snap the market 4, 5, 6, 7 times in a day. And that means you have made your 1.3, 1.5%, 3, 4, 5 times. While somebody that is waiting to take 5% is still struggling within 2 days. It's wisdom, oh. It's wisdom. And all this is happening. Thank you so much. Sniping understood. So it's wisdom. All right? Thank you so much. So it's highly necessary we understand sniping of the market. Now, let's look at the top-down analysis. We're already on it. So let me just go there. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Okay. Top-down analysis. Someone drop a message. Okay, fine. Let me look at the top-down analysis. Trading view. Okay, so when we talk about it, now, if you notice this coin, this coin we're looking at, I hope you notice that it has gone a bit higher. The candle has gone up a bit. So it's targeting that same resistance line again. So it's possible it gets there. Okay, I'm sure you're seeing what is happening. All right. So if somebody has actually taken this trade, I think somebody should take it now. It's gone up already. If somebody has taken this trade, all right, you have almost earned your 1%. 1% of how much? I don't know. I don't know how much you're trading with. Maybe 1% of $1,000, 1% of, I don't know, $100, 1% of $20. Depends on how much you're trading with. All right. Now let's look at top-down approach. Now that you have come to using 4 hours candle range. All right, we have used 4 hours. You can now drop it down. Let's drop it down to 1 hour. Let's see the opportunities that are available. See, you will come to the higher time frame. 1 day, 4 hours, if possible, 1 week safe. But me, I don't do 1 week. I just do jejely. I go to my 4 hours. From 4 hours, because I don't want to trade. And you can just go to one, anyway, you can just go to 1 day or 1 week to see how long, to see where the trend is. All right. But meanwhile, can now come to 4 hours and draw your support and resistance. You can even draw your support and resistance line on 1 day. You draw it, or you draw it on 1 day, you come to 4 hours, you draw it again. You draw it again. All right. And so when you now draw it again, automatically, you can now go down from 4 hours. You can go down to, let's go to 1 hour. Let's see what's happening there. All right. Now you can see with 1 hour, this is what we have. Of course, there is room for us to also be able to draw support and resistance for this 1 hour. All right. There's opportunity for us to be able to draw support and resistance for this 1 hour also. Let me see if we can locate some areas. Okay, let me just quickly look at one. I've seen one particular one there. I will come to horizontal line. All right, coming to horizontal line, click on horizontal line, and this is one. And see that this is support and resistance line. All right, this is support and resistance line. So let me make that color to be let me make it to be yellow. Yellow will not come out well. Let me make it to be blue. Oh no, okay, fine. It's blue. No, I want the color to be distinct so that yeah, fine. Let me put it this way. So you can see it. You can see the reason why this candle didn't go up faster, because there is a support and resistance line there under 1 hour. So that's what stopped it. But now it has been able to cross it over. So how do we now still enter? Let's go down to 15 minutes. Top-down analysis approach. Go down to 15 minutes and let's see the opportunity. Listen, with this is 15 minutes. With this 15 minutes, let me go and take my price range. This is my price range. And I come here at 15 minutes and draw it up here. Okay, this is just, this is now up to 1%. You can see this is just 0.51. All right. So this is 0.51%. So all I'm saying is that with the top analysis and with your support and resistance, it's easier. It's easier for you to know your targets. It's easier for you to know what you want to take as profit so that you will not be targeting 2%. Meanwhile, there's the resistance at 1.5 or 1.6. If you put 2% there and there's a resistance at 1.6, I tell you, it will struggle before it finally gets to that your 2% because of the resistance that is in 1.6. I'm sure, I believe you understand what I mean by resistance in 1.6. That means when the candle is going up, if there's a resistance in when it gets to 1.6%, if there's a resistance there, definitely the resistance will delay it from going to your 2%. All right. And of course, with this also, you can also draw support and resistance here to know what is happening. So for this, just a minute. For this, I'll just come to a horizontal line, and this is this is a support. That's a support line. All right, that's a support line. Let me see if there's any other. Okay. Okay. So now, if we look at this candle, let's look at this last candle here. All right. You can see that it's the it has actually crossed, but it still came down. It crossed, but it still came down. So what do we do again to have a perfect entry? We can go to 5%. Is it 5? We can go to 5 minutes. Let me go to 5 minutes here. You can see 5 minutes. You can see the way it is on 5 minutes. On 5 minutes, we have the red candle on that support line. All right. We have the red candle on this support line. So for me, I will tell you this trade, all right, this because it's on red candle support line, you hold on for it. You hold on because it's a red candle. That means it's likely to come down. You hold on until it shows a green candle. So at the same time, we can go down again to what? To 1%, 1 minute. Oh, so you can see it now. You can see now that it has come down already from 1 minute. I'm sure we understand the time frame, what it does for us. The bigger time frame gives you plenty of the shorter time frames put together. So if you go to the bigger time frame and you see something there, you need to go to the shorter time frame. Let's say you go to 4 hours and you see support to where the direction of the market is going exactly. It is highly compulsory. Do we understand? It is highly compulsory. You can see the way it's fluctuating there under 1 minute. So because of that, this will let you know where the market is truly going. This will let you know where the market is truly going. And so with that, when you have done your top-down analysis approach on 4 hours, you can always come back to 15 minutes. Let me go back to 15 minutes. Can always come back to 15 minutes to see what is happening and take a decision. All right? Can always come back to 15 minutes to take a decision. Please, if all that I've explained is understood, let me know. Just drop a yes. If at least you understand. I don't expect you to understand everything, but if what I've explained to this extent is just drop a yes, let me know. All right, thank you so much. Sorry, I need to quickly take my cup of tea. The weather is really cold here. So, all right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, Okay. Let me try and go to the next thing. Remember, MACD automation is what we're looking at. All right. So we're going to look at that very, very soon now. But I also want us to go to the next thing I want us to go into is setting up our margin call. Setting up our margin call on RoyalQ. All right. Please. So far, so good. All that we have explained. I want to believe we understand it. But I want us to go to setting up margin call, because if you don't have a good margin call that is set up, all right? If you don't have a good margin call that is set up, all right, then you don't have a good strategy. I said it at the beginning of this training that if you're not using margin call to trade, you are on your own, or you are on your own. Not really clear to me, okay? Don't know why I'm drawing the support. Don't know why I'm drawing the support. Yeah, okay. The reason why fine. Let me just explain the reason why we're drawing the support and resistance line. The reason why we're drawing the support and resistance line is for us to know the likely possibility of where the market is going to go to. Is it going to go up? Is it going to come down? The support and resistance is what will determine maybe it's going to go up. Support and resistance line will help us to know. It will give us a level of probability of the market going up or the market coming down. When you're on a support, when you're standing on the ground in your house, you're on a support. You understand? So you believe the ground is strong enough to hold you. So you won't fall down. You won't go into the ground because the ground is cemented, it's tiled, everything is done. So you will not enter the ground. But at the same time, if you jump up, because of the ceiling or the decking at the top of your house, all right, you will not be able to go break the ceiling and go to the top of the roof because of that ceiling. So when you know your support and resistance, it will guide you to let you know, okay, I want to take profits. How many profits should I take? How many percentage should I take? All right. You might say, okay, I want 5%. But if you already have a resistance at 1.3 or 1.5 or at 2%, and you're looking for 5%, you might struggle trying to get 5%. All right. And at the same time, if you're on a support, if you are standing on the ground in your house, you are standing on the ground, it's for you to jump up will be easier. But if you're not standing on any support, it's not going to be easier for you to jump up and break. If the ceiling at the top of your house, at the top, the ceiling, if you want to break that ceiling, because you are standing on the ground will give you support to be able to jump up and push the ceiling and break it. But if you are not standing anywhere, if you are just in the middle, you are not standing on the ground, your leg is not on the ground, how do you want to have the strength to jump up and break the roof? It's not going to be possible. But when you jump up and you land on the ground, that landing on the ground will give you the velocity, the strength to move up again, and so that you can push the roof up. If there is any need for you to push the roof up anyway. I don't know if this is understood. I don't know if there is a way, because Madam Martins, I need you to really understand this. Let me quickly go once again to my trading view. All right, good. This is my trading view again. This is my trading view. Let me quickly explain this, because I need majority to understand what I'm saying here so that they can become a better trader. They can trade confidently without even waiting for a signal and make their profit and teach their own people to also become profitable. Because I tell you, crypto trading is one of the best things that has happened to me, especially now that I'm always after more knowledge. If anybody is coming into my team right now, there are trainings that is available for them to go through. When they go through it, it makes them a better person. So, Madam, okay, now this is a support here, and this is a resistance. So if you are moving from here to this place, all right, you'll be sure if you're moving from this ground to the top there, you will know how many percentage it's going to give you. So you can say, okay, fine, this trade though, I want just 1.5%, because you know that this resistance will not allow you to easily pass through. All right. So when you take your 1.5%. And finally now, good. Finally now, you now see that I'm coming over, I beg. I want to say something. Please, I'm sure we can see this green. Hold on. Oh,
Yes, has broken the resistance.
I'm sure we can see this. We can see this green. We can see this green that was here. All right. That means it has been able to cross over. It has been able to cross over, and then it has broken that ceiling, that resistance. It has broken it and is now going to the upper, is going to this next place. So if anybody is trading these coins now, all right, of course, you need to do your analysis first, and you cannot just use support and resistance alone to take a decision. You need an indicator to also attach to it to use to be able to give you a solid and a better decision-taking system, all right? But from this place, you can now say, okay, fine. This trade, if I'm taking it now, I'll just go to my, what would I call it? Price range. From a price range, I take it from here. All right, take it from here, I move up. This is still 0.5. Okay, under 15 minutes, this is 0.59. Different coins have different way of giving percentage as per their profits. All right, so this is 0.59, but there are some coins, right? A small drawing like this on price range will give you huge profits. Do you understand? So please, I just want us to understand the way it works. So, Madam Augustine, I believe that to an extent I've been able to explain this, although this is not the only class. We're going to have another training very soon, and I'll be able to explain that better. But at this junction, let me move into setting up our margin call, please. Can I go ahead, please? Okay, I have a question. Reserve your question till after the presentation. Is the TradingView in the RoyalQ app? TradingView is not in RoyalQ app. TradingView is an app on its own. It's used for Forex, crypto, and everything. TradingView is on its own. We have the free version, we have the paid version, all right? We have the free version and the paid version. So every question, let's reserve our question. We're gonna ask questions at the end of this training. All right, so let's go to, because if you want to have a good strategy, you must have a good margin call. All right, your margin calls must be good. If your margin call is not good, or especially if you're not using a margin call, you will shoot yourself at the foot. And that's why I'm going to share with you the margin call I am using. Listen, all leaders have their margin call. But for me personally, I use this particular kind of margin call, and it's been working. It's been working. It's a margin call that RoyalQ itself has set. All right. So let me just quickly go there and show you. Remember, you can set a permanent margin call. I will show you how to do that for those who don't know how to do that. I'm sure a lot of people here knows how to do that. I'm sure a lot of people here knows how to do that. A lot of us here know how to do that. For those that don't know, please, I'm going to explain that now. So let me just go to RoyalQ. All right. Is it RoyalQ? Yeah. This is RoyalQ app. So this is RoyalQ app. So I just come to mine. I'm sure you can see mine at the bottom here. All right. You can see mine at the bottom here. You click on mine. And so when you click on mine, all right, you now scroll it up and look for my strategy setting. This is it, my strategy settings. This is it, all right? So you click on my strategy settings. So let me just click on it so you see my strategy settings. So when you click on my strategy, I have already set down two margin strategy settings for margin calls. I have the one for if I'm using $200, all right? If I'm using $200, this is one for $200. This is the setting I use for $200, and this is the setting I use for $100. Of course, I put 2% there, all right? But when I'm taking a trade, I mean, after doing my analysis, I will look at it that, will this give me 1.5? Will it give me 2% on time? Then I'll change it there. And the air is 1.3, all right? So let me show us how to set it. Let me show us how to set it. So to set that, all right, you just come and you click on the plus icon here. You click on this plus icon, all right? So when you click on the plus icon, it will bring you to this stage. So you come to steady. You come to steady, you can see the drop down arrow. You click the drop down arrow. So when you click the drop down arrow on steady, all right, it will show you radical, conservative, steady. Let me quickly explain this, please. Radical simply means that someone that is not afraid. He is not afraid of the dips. All right, is bold, is ready for the market, is not afraid of anything, is a risk taker. That is radical. All right. And now when we now talk about conservative, I think conservative is someone that can't really take much risk, is afraid. All right, you can't take much risk, is afraid. But when you talk about steady is someone that is a risk taker, but at the same time is always smart about it, is wise about it. It doesn't just take all the risk. He's always arranging things in such a way that he wants to make sure that it pays him. So I will always encourage that. Let everybody that is on my team, until they are smart enough, until they have enough knowledge enough to take their own decision, I would advise that they go for the steady. All right? I would advise that they go for the steady. All right? So because of that, we click on steady. It says confirm. All right? So it has chosen steady for me. Look at it here. It has chosen steady for me. All right? So this place, you can put the optional, you can leave the optional. All right? Then first buying amount. You can see the first buying amount. You can see the first buying amount. I hope you can see there. It's 15. All right? What I will advise you to put is 5. That 15, you change it to 5. Change it to 5. Let it be 5. Then it says enable opening double. Leave it. Don't enable it. Just leave it that way. Margin call limit. Because you took steady. All right? Because you chose this steady. Because you chose this steady, that's why it's giving you margin call limit of 7. It is RoyalQ that gave it to you. It is RoyalQ that's why I'm using it. It's RoyalQ that gave it to me. Because I use steady, it's giving me that 7. Then, of course, for the whole position take profit 1.3. All right? You can put 1.3 and you can put 2%. But if you put 2%, you notice that when you're now taking your trade, you have to make sure that you can reduce it so that it can circle on, it can give you profit on time and you do the next, it will not delay your next release. Then at this particular place, you put in 0.1. 0.1. There's a reason why we explain that. Like if you have 0.1, if you put in 0.1, look at what it said, hold position, take profit, call back. Hold position, take profit, call back. That means that, when you put your profit at 1.3 and the market and the trade is going on and your profit goes to 1.3, it will not take profit for you when it gets 1.3 because you put hold position, take profit, call back at 0.3. When it now goes beyond that 1.3 and it's about to come down, when it's about to come down and it gets to 0.3, comes down by 0.3, that's when it will take profit for you. And that is why at times, when you set your profit for 1.3%, some people will see 2% profits. If you have seen something like that, just drop a yes. You will actually ask for 1.5%. But when you now check it, you will see 2%. And for those who are not setting this particular place, who are not setting it very well, right? If you set it wrongly, you ask for 2%. You ask for 2%, and suddenly you see 1.1%. That's because this place is not well set. And so because of that, if you're choosing 1.3%, this whole position take profit, all right, should come up as 0.1. Should come up as 0.1. So let me just correct mine here. Should be 0.1. All right. Then the next one, which is 0.5 here, you change that to 0.01. Please, this thing should be exactly that way. That's the easiest way for you to really make this thing. People that are making this money, they're not doing magic. They only have knowledge. They have a knowledge of what you don't have. And that's what they're using. And it's working for them. Do you understand? So this place also should be, this should be 0.01. All right. And this sub position take profit. I'm sure you can see sub position take profit here. All right. Should also be 0.01. And when you are through with that, you now come to this particular place, this circle. You click the arrow that is by the side and you make it a one shot so that it will not bite immediately again. So I just click the arrow, it becomes one shot. I hope you can see one shot. I'm taking my time to explain this because I want you to know it by yourself and also do it and also teach other people by yourself. And you make end good when it comes to trading crypto with RoyalQ. All right. Now, the next place we're going to go to is margin configuration. I hope you can see it. Sorry. I hope you can see margin configuration. So you click this arrow here. You click the arrow. So it's going to take you to where the margin configuration is. But before we go, please, I want you to note this place. I want you to note this first buying amount. Please put it in your mind. The first buying amount. How much did we put there? $5. $5 is what we put there. So if we now go to margin configuration, I'm going to explain some things to you there. Remember, the total capital we're using is $100. So let me do it this way. Let me just note it here, where they wrote optional. This optional. See what I'm going to write there? I'm going to write there $100 settings. All right. I put there $100 settings. So that's done. So I now come to margin configuration and I click the arrow of margin configuration. I click the arrow and this is where it's going to bring me. Please note that I'm coming. Please note that you don't touch any of the settings here. Anything that is here, you don't touch it. You leave it exactly the way it is because it's the margin percentage drop that RoyalQ has made available for those who are using steady to trade. The people that are using radical, it has their own setting. The people that are using conservative, they have their own setting. But this is for steady. So you don't tamper with this. People wonder that is this Mr. Shea, seems he don't know what he's doing. Well, because people, as those who think I don't know what I'm doing, I tell you, the trade I'm on presently that I said is not giving me 2%. If you check the floating loss, you discover that it's not much. So if you look at all this, let me just hold on. Let me scroll. Okay, you can see from the bottom 12, 10, 8, 5.2, 4.5, 4, 3.5. All this, right, is the settings on RoyalQ. And honestly speaking, it's been working perfectly. If you had all this together, it will give you 47% drop. That means if the market I'm trading goes as deep as 47%, I'm still intact. I'm not in floating loss. Of course, some of you will not understand, but I know I'm not in floating loss because it's still buying the market for me. All right. So on the left-hand side, this side, you don't tamper with it. Just leave it. Just leave it, especially if you're a new person with RoyalQ. If you're still trying to find your feet on the ground, you just leave it. It is only here that you have some things to do. And I'm going to explain to you now. So just hold on. Okay, hold on. So on this right-hand side, all right, on this right-hand side is where you have some things to do. Remember, your first buying amount is $5. Remember, your first buying amount is $5. Now, if it's $5, when the market now goes down, let's say that you put in your first buying amount is $5, you've activated your trade, and it's taking $5, and suddenly, instead of the market to go up and take profit for you, the market went down by 3.5%. If it goes down by 3.5%, it will buy 2 times for you. 2 times of what? 2 times of your first buying amount. What is your first buying amount? Your first buying amount is $5. So 2 times 5, which is 10, is going to buy $10 worth of that coin for you when the market goes down 3.5. Now, after 3.5, if it goes down again by 4%, I hope you can see 4% here. When it goes down 4%, it's going to buy 4 times $5. 4 times $5 is what? $20. I mean, 4 times 5 is 20. So it's going to buy another one, $20 for you. If it goes down again by 4.5%, it will buy times 8 of the $5 for you. If it goes down by 5.2%, it will buy times 16 for you. But remember, how much do you have? How much do you have as your capital? This is where I want everyone to open their head. Please, if you are still listening to me, type a yes. If you are listening to me, still listening to me, because you need to understand this area, how the margin call is being formed. If you don't understand it, you will keep missing it. You keep sleeping and snoring in floating losses. If you are following me, if you have followed me to this extent, and you've understood to this extent, just type a yes so that I will know. I will know that we are going somewhere. I want to know those who are following, please. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let me continue, please. Let me continue. I hope nobody is hanging out there. Okay, nobody. All right. So I'm sorry it's taking time, but I just need to we might eventually put the MACD automation tomorrow if we feel the time is gone. But let me just continue so that. Okay, so now since we have $200 that is our capital, trading capital, some of us are using $200. If you are using $200, I will show you the way your capital the way you should arrange the way you should arrange. I hope we're seeing my screen. Okay. The way we should arrange this place, I will show it to us now. All right, I will show it to us now. If you have $100, so after we've done $100, I will now come and explain the one for $200. All right, and if you have $500, you can now use this strategy to go ahead and do it by yourself. All right, so the first call, which is 2 here. All right, we need 2 here. If you're using $100, this first call should be 2. This first call will be 2. This second call is 2. You change it to 2. So let me just change this to 2. You change this to 2. All right. Then I'm coming. Okay. Okay. Then this third one. All right. This third one also, you change it to 2. How do I mean? Okay, I will explain further. Then this fourth call, the fourth call, you change it to 3. This is strictly for those who are using $100. $100. If what you're using is $100, you follow this setting. It might sound stupid, but just hold on. Then the fifth call, you change it to 4. All right? The fifth call, the sixth call, you change it to 2. All right? Then the last one, you change it to 4. All right? I hope you can see what I have here now. We have 2, 2, 2. We have, I'm coming. We have 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, and the last one is 4 at the bottom. So since we have all that, all right, now 2 times 5. This is also 2 times 5. This is also 2 times 5. This is also 3 times 5. This is 4 times 5. This is 2 times 5. And the last one is also 4 times 5. Sorry. It's also 4 times 5. So 2 times 5 here is 10. 2 times 5 here is also 10. 2 times 5 here is also 10. 3 times 5 here is 15. 4 times 5 here is 20. 2 times 5 here is 10. And the last one is 4 times 5, which is also 20. Gosh, it's also 20. If you had all this together, 10 plus 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 45, 65, 75, 85, 95. All these ones here, all these ones that we have here, gives a total of 95. Plus remain the plus including the false buying amount, which is $5. If you have that $5 to 95, what does it give you? It gives you $100. It gives you $100. And it's going to go, it can go deep as 47%. What do I mean by 47%? When you had this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus the last one, which is 12. All right. If you had it plus the last one, it will give you roughly 47%. So if your market is going deep, 10%, 15%, and you have your analysis this way, my brother, nothing, no shaking. I can tell you that no, except there is a news that actually brought a dump, all right, a dump on that coin. If there's no news like that, my brother, you get out of that market with your profits. You will get out of it with your profit. That's why people look at me and say, I'm crazy. But man, I just followed my system. I've learned it from some leaders. I've learned from 1, 2, 3 different leaders. And I've taken what I know is going to benefit me from every one of them. And I'm using it to my own advantage. All right. You also have to do the same. Thank God for the place of signal. But listen, you can generate your own signal by yourself. But if you're generating signal or they're giving you signal, if you don't have this, have a strategy. This is also part of my strategy with this margin call. It's part of my strategy. Now, some people might ask a question. I'll say that if I have my first buying amount to be $5, what if the market buys the $5 and goes up and give me a profit? If I ask for 2%, if I ask for 1.5%, and to give me 1.5% of $5, that looks so bad. In short, you can do that on Monday, Tuesday is the same thing, Wednesday is the same thing, Thursday is the same thing, Friday is the same thing. But do you know what usually happens on Saturday? From Friday, Saturday, Sunday, do you know what usually happens? The market usually goes deep. So if you're on a coin that is on a dip, when it goes deep, it will make all your profit back for you. That means when you put in your first buying amount, it will go to first call, second call, third call. See, I've done a market, I've taken a trade before. It went as deep as 6th call. That's the deepest I've gone. But when it went to the 6th call, I was not afraid. No, don't shake it. Do you know why? Because my margin call covers it. But some of us will look at that. If I put $5 now, I won't get real profit. I want to get good profit. Listen, crypto trading is a life skill. You keep earning daily. You don't need to earn all your profit today. And tomorrow, if you earn all your profit today, what do you go earn tomorrow? What are you going to earn tomorrow if you target earning all your profit today? All right. That's why Julius said one thing. Julius said that you should just have your plan, have a strategy that you know, okay, each day I must earn so percentage. So if what you're earning is not much and you're earning 3% per day and you see it's not much, one should think about that. How do I increase my capital? How do I increase my capital? One of the easiest way to increase the capital is to promote this opportunity because it's genuine. People's capital are in their hand, in their trading capital, in their exchange. You don't need to give it to anybody. That's the joy there. And that's what I'm relying on. Nobody really has that fun. Julius borrowed money to start RoyalQ. Coaching now himself, be like say, nobody saying get that money on ground. But you can see how much he has earned so far, so good. Can you imagine somebody trading RoyalQ and has earned as much as $1 million on what do I call it? For people, you know, because he shared the opportunity, he has been able to generate as much as $1 million. Out of the $1 million, he might be using 50% to trade. How do you think you'll not be making profit of $500 to $1,000 daily? Daily. Where did they get the capital from? Because he promoted it. He shared the opportunity. He helped people. That's why I'm so keen about this. I've tried so much. I don't want to talk about different Ponzi that people have joined and they've lost money. They'll keep losing money because they don't know. So I beg of you, this setting works. Though for me, The way I use this setting, don't let me complicate it for anybody, because if I say it now, they'll say Mr. Share is using that way, so they'll use it. But at least if you start with this and you are improving bit by bit, you are starting, you're using 5% and it's working, you're using 5% and it's working, you'll be happy. And now we can now talk. I can now take you to the next level. You're becoming strong. But somebody that is new in this business, it's not right I should share that kind of thing with them, because they might not know the way to control it, and eventually an issue will occur, and they say, Mr. Share is one that said I should do it that way. But this is the best way. Please, if you have understood what I've explained now, okay, so when after this now, after you have done all this setting, you click on confirm at the bottom. You can see confirm at the bottom. You click on confirm, and when you click on confirm, just go through, and then you can now save. When you save, you can see this is the one we just did now. I'm coming. This is it. This is, okay, this is the one we just did now. I hope you can see it. All right. And it's showing 1.3%. All right. That's what I call sniping the market. Sharp, 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 sharp. Do it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in a day. You have made good money. You have made good percentage. So this is the one. It will come here. And so since it has come here, it is permanent there. So when you want to take a trade, it makes it easier. It makes it easier. So if you have analyzed any trade and you feel that, okay, fine, I've analyzed this trade and this trade is good enough, all you do is just that you go to the trade. Let me quickly see if I can just do one. Just hold on. Please, if we understand to this extent that I've explained, kindly just drop yes. That I will know that I'm not talking to myself alone. If you have understood to this extent that I've explained, kindly drop a yes. Kindly drop a yes on the chat. If you know you have understood to this extent that I've explained, kindly drop a yes. Kindly drop a yes. If you know you have understood or you understand to the extent, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I believe we'll be doing more of this from time to time. It's going to make life better for every one of us. I believe we're going to be doing this, it's just that, I might not be able to determine where I'm going to be. So that's why it's not going to be easy for me to do the recording, but at least. Okay, so when we have done that permanent setting, all right, thank you so much, everyone that has responded. And I believe any other person that has not responded, I believe that they are still trying to catch up. We'll catch up, just a matter of time. It might not be once. We might not be able to catch up immediately. So, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? Okay, fine. So let me just go to, if you want to set your trade, maybe you got a signal. I don't know if I can get any signal now. Okay, let me come back. So you click this arrow here. You come back. Okay. All right. So we can now come to home. If you want to take a trade, you come to home. This is the home. You come to home. And so let me go to the WhatsApp and see if I can just I'm coming, not now. Okay. All right, peradventure we sent a signal. This is a signal. This last one here, I'm sure we can see it. I'm coming. Okay, this is a signal. I'm sure we can see this is a signal. All right. So this signal, all that we need there is not much. Okay, it's talking about preset. I don't want to use the one that has presets. Let me choose other one. Okay. All right. So let me use this particular one. Let me use this particular one. All right. Let me use this particular one. All right. So for this now, all you need here is the name of the coin. Can see the name of the coin. They've told you take profit at 3%. That's all you need. All you need. Then don't trade after 5 minutes, just to guide people. Of course, when you understand how to do your technical analysis, my brother, you can trade this coin 3, 4, 5, 6 times. You only need to follow your technical analysis and you're good to go. But they will always write, don't trade after 5 minutes, because for those who are coming in new that don't know anything, so that they don't just go and jump into floating loss unnecessarily. So the coin is ENS USDT. So what we do is that we just go to our RoyalQ. All right. Then we come to home. This is home. Then we click on this search button. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay. All right. We click on this search button. Remember what we're looking for is ENS. all right? The coin we want to trade is ANS, the one we're using as sample. Tap on it. Then when you tap on it, what you're expected to do is to click on all. Click on all, please. Most time it will be here, but I have to click on all. So I come to here and I click on all, then I type in ENS. I hope you can see the ENS here, but the network is not so good. So since it's ENS, I'll click on the ENS. And when I click on it, it's telling me risk warning. You have to tell me that crypto is a risk, so you must know what you're doing. So I click I understand. When I click I understand, then the network is not too good. So since the network is not too good, let me just see how we can go about it. Can you hold on? The network. Let me use, I think I have something I can use here. Where's it? Oh my, where's my VPN? Where's my VPN? Show now. All right, my VPN. Let me just use this. Hold on. Hold on, please. I know I'm taking your time, but I believe we'll be running up very, very soon. Okay. Okay. I believe it's connected. So let me go back to my RoyalQ. So this is something that should open up now. All right, great. So with this now, they've told us ANS. So we just click on create. All right, you click on create again. All right, I understand. You say I understand. Then you now come to trade setting. I hope you can see the trade setting there. All right. All right, you click on trade setting. This is the trade setting here. You click on trade setting. So when you click on trade setting, you click on manually. You click on manually create. Please, you click on manually create. After clicking on manually create, let me click on it so you can see. All right. Then you now choose a strategy setting. You click on this, choose a strategy setting. So when you click on choose a strategy, it brings you here. I'm sure you remember the way we formed this one. So it just brings you here and we choose the one. Let's say you want to use 100% setting. I'm coming. Okay, we have taken this. Okay, we choose this first one. This one we just created. So when you click on it to bring it here, then now you can decide because you are new, all right? Maybe you want to be seeing your profit dropping on after buying the first, second, third, and fourth margin call. After buying the first, second, third, and fourth margin call, if you buy the fifth and the sixth margin call and it sells it, you want your money immediately. So you can now click this icon, all right? When you click it, just watch. When you click it, it gives you 3 options. After these 3 options, you choose this last one. If you want it to give you a profit as you're selling it, you choose this last one. Then when you choose that last one, the next thing you should do, after choosing the last one, is to make sure that this place, this first buying amount, you have to, that is one place you have to correct. Please, you know we put 5%, I mean $5 at the other, when we are setting it up, the permanent setting. This place will bring in any figure. You have to be conscious of it and put the amount you want as your first buying amount. So for me, my first buying amount that I want there is $5. First buying amount I want there is $5. So after that, every other thing is set. Every other thing is set. Then I click save. Then I click confirm. After I click confirm, the next thing is to click activate. So when I click activate and I click on this, hold on. When I click on this create, it will start running. It will buy immediately and start running. It will buy immediately and start running. It will buy immediately and start running. So please, I'm not clicking, I don't want to trade this coin, all right? Now I'm giving you an example. So that's all that it's needed for you to take a trade. That's all that is needed for you to take a trade. I hope that is understood. So thank you so much. But meanwhile, we talked about MACD automation. Now, at this stage, I believe we've really gone far. Will you want us to take MACD automation tomorrow? If you want us to take MACD automation tomorrow because of time, let me know. Let me know, please. If you want us to take MACD automation tomorrow, let me know. Because of time, I just want us to ask questions because I felt this thing. Can I be heard, please? Can I be heard? Can I be heard? Can you hear me? Or I've not, oh my God, people can't even hear me. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm being heard. Okay, maybe it was my network did not allow me to see your messages. All right, great. So with this now, I will suggest that we have the MACD automation tomorrow. All right. So because the MACD automation, I want to do all that I can to break it down. I want to do all that I can to break it down. I know, I don't know how the ones we have taken today, have you, has it changed your perspective? Has it improved your thinking? Has it improved the way you look at RoyalQ? With what you have learned today, are you able to now look at RoyalQ and trade it better than you are trading, that you have been trading? I want to get an answer. Yes, for tomorrow, it's going to be 7 p.m. also. It's going to be 7 p.m. It's going to be 7 p.m. also tomorrow. Please, it's going to be 7 p.m. tomorrow. But my question is this, with all that we have gone, let me just mention what we have actually gone through today. Have a strategy. We've done that. Having a strategy, you must have a mindset of a strategy you really want to go for, all right? Second one, trading view. Yes, we've been able to look at trading view, then support and resistance, how to draw our support and resistance line using the drawing line. We've been able to do that successfully. And yes, we've been able to also look at the top-down approach, all right? Then, of course, we've been able to look at sniping the market, understand what sniping the market is. We now understand it better, all right? Then setting up margin call. It is compulsory. If you don't set up margin call, you are on your own. If anything happens to you, you are on your own. There's nothing anybody can do. There's nothing anybody can do. One of the reasons why we're using RoyalQ is because so that we can set up margin call, so that we can be able to make good profits compared to those who are using just the exchange. That's why we're using that. I believe I will talk more about that again tomorrow when we come into the, okay, how do we get trading view? Now, you can chat me up. I will send you a video on how to set up trading view. Then meanwhile, for everybody that is here, let me tell you this, everybody that is here, if you choose to be successful with trading, crypto trading, using RoyalQ, there is a training that is on ground. There's a training that is on ground. Let me tell you one thing. If the white people or the rich people wants to hide success from people that are not successful, they will put it in a book. They will put it in a video. They will put it in something you need to read. But most people, because they are not conscious about it, they don't want to go through it. They think watching the YouTube videos, some particular training on YouTube videos, they think is waste of time, is this. Listen, I have taken my time to go through some videos. I am still learning, I am still learning. Before this presentation training we had this evening, I've gone through 2 videos already and I've understood them. I've gone through and I've understood them. It makes life better. It makes me become a better person to trade. That doesn't mean that when I trade, I'll be making 100%. No. But at least I'll be able to confidently take a trade without fear.
Excuse
you understand?
Me. It's like somebody wants to join. It's like somebody is on the need to be admitted.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm coming. Oh, yeah. Wow. We're already, okay, fine. We're already rounding up. So please, I encourage everyone, all right? There's a training, step-by-step training that you can go to. Listen, Uganda, they have their training that they've done. I've been able to enter into their, how would I call it, into their library. I entered into their library by God's grace. Someone got connected with someone. I entered. Then there's this other person also a leader. The guy is in V5. He's doing good. It's not, I don't think it's in Uganda or it's another country entirely. I've gotten his training. They are all in my fingertips, but I'm not going to give them out to anyone that is not ready to really become successful with RoyalQ. You must be able to watch it and understand. I tell you, give RoyalQ 2 years, give RoyalQ 3 years, give RoyalQ 4 years, give RoyalQ 5 years. I tell you, you will just say, God, why at times when those are things I say in my mind, I say, God, why didn't you allow me to understand this thing earlier? Since 2021, because I didn't take time to learn. I wasn't after knowledge. I've been jumping up and down, jumping from one Ponzi to the other. They even knew me then as a master of Ponzi. As I entered one, I'll make profit, I'll jump out. Enter one, I'll make profit, I'll make loss, I jump out. I kept doing that until I came back to RoyalQ. And that is why I will never forget Coach Nnamdi. Coach Nnamdi did not bring me into RoyalQ. Somebody brought me into it. I have to explain this so that you will know what is in your hand. A lot of us don't know what we are carrying. We don't know what we are carrying. If you know what you are carrying, if you know the way this guy, what is his name? Julius, Uganda, the way he's carrying RoyalQ, the way he's presenting it, the way he's holding it, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. A medical person, medical student or whatsoever. But right now, so when I watched some of his videos and the things he said, my eyes got opened. Coach Nnamdi, I got you. I said, Coach Nnamdi, you know, this and that and that. Why is this like this? Why is this, that and that? And he said, Mr. Shea, RoyalQ is the only online business that it can say that is real. Why? Because your money is going to be with you. Your money is not with a third party. I don't want to mention one or two that I've done, all right? My money, our money is in their hand, is in a third party, all right? But it has not folded up. But we're not seeing much from there. We can't even touch the money. The money is going to be held to them for 5 years. So I want us to wake up. But there's no way you will wake up if you don't have understanding. There's no way you will wake up if you don't know how these things are done. You don't wake up until you know how to really set trade, how to do technical analysis. All this will be taught to you for free when you join RoyalQ and you're ready to make it happen. Some leaders are charging you to making you pay money for this free training that is in my fingertips. I had them at their fingertips. And I've also said that even if you're my team partner, if you're my team, and you're not ready for it, I'm not going to give it to you for free because it's the people that I took it from already. Listen, is so value. It's of value to them. But at the end of the whole day, honestly speaking, they shared it with me for free. Well, because of some things I also shared with them. They shared it for free. So if you take this serious, I tell you, some people are doing salary, paying you salary, end of the month, that's when, listen, if anything happens, right? If anything happens, I tell you, in respect of the salary, if anything happens, I tell you one truth, all right? If after 3 months or after 6 months, if you lose the job, after 6 months, the person will be so embarrassed. I've gone through it. And that's why I made up my mind that I'm not going back. I want to go fully into this, and it has worked in my favor. I don't lack money. Yes, I might not have big amount in my account, but listen, when I need money, I know what to do, and the money comes. The money comes. So I'm expressing my mind to you. I'm expressing my mind to you. It's because we don't know what awaits us with RoyalQ, but honestly, the best awaits us by God's grace. The best awaits us. I've read testimonies of people that really, I read their testimony and I just say, God, I wish I didn't leave RoyalQ in 2021, late 2021 or early 2022. When I left, I started chasing my Ponzi. You understand? So please, take this as your business. Take it as your business. And there's no way you can take it as your business without learning. Even if you are going to be a fashion designer, you need to learn how to sew. If you are going to be a speaker, or how will I work in a radio station, you need to learn how to speak. Everything is about learning. If you don't learn it, you can't get it. So I encourage everyone that has come to this training this evening, please Take time to learn. I'm talking about learning is possible here. It's possible. If you're ready, you will get it. But if you're not ready, I won't give it out. I won't give it out. I know how many people are invited for this training. We are just 15 here. Well, we started early, and it's because I've taken so much of our time. This is already 2 hours gone. Man, I want to appreciate everyone that is still here. I appreciate you so, so much. And I'm talking about MACD automation training, because I want to break it down also. It's going to take us 1 hour or 1.5 hours tomorrow. I'm ready to. So far, you are also ready to learn. I'm ready to share my time. All right? I'm ready to share my time and everything so that we can understand this and we can really benefit from this. All right? So please, if what we have learned today had made sense to you, just say, I got it. Just type, I got it. I want to be sure. If we're just 15 left, we're just 14, even if we are just 3 left, just let me see someone say, I got it. That I got it. I want to know if what I've shared this evening is understood. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Flourish, Mr. Godwin, Mr. Emmanuel, Baiki. Thank you so much, Mr. Femi. Thank you so much. I want to appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So tomorrow, we'll be looking at the MACD automation. Thank you so much, Madam Joma, Madam IJ, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Madam Kate, everyone, I want to say thank you. Thank you, Cutify. Thank you so, so much. So for tomorrow, the MACD automation is coming up by 7 o'clock tomorrow. If you are ready for it, let me know. Do we agree for 7 tomorrow? 7 o'clock tomorrow. Though I'm going to be out again, but whatever it is that happen, we must have the training. So if 7 o'clock tomorrow is okay for our MACD automation, it's going to be big, full presentation, because you need to understand it. You need to understand it. Then when we are through with the MACD automation tomorrow, before the week runs over, we look into our pivot point. Pivot point, okay, 7:30. Mr. Emmanuel is saying 7:30. Okay, okay, okay. All right. So Emmanuel is saying 7:30. Okay, fine. For convenience's sake, we can make it for 7:30. Can make it for 7:30, please. Let's make it 7:30. All right. If 7:30 is okay with us, let's just say yes. And we are supposed to have questions. We are supposed to have questions. Please, can we have the question sessions now, or we should move it till tomorrow? We've actually spent so long a time. Can we have the question session now, or we should move it till tomorrow? All right. All right. 7:30.
Okay, I have a question. I have a question.
All right. Thank you so much.
When we did for the 4 hours, thank you so much for the illustration. Very insightful. Thank you so much. So when we did the 4 hours support and resistance,
yes,
you understand? So is it really nice if you have seen that maybe it's moving up, and probably you come to the 15 minutes, no, the 1 hour, and you also see that, it's still going up? Is it nice for you to just enter the market and then take like the 1%, or you must check other indicators before you now enter?
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for that question. I really love that. Now, I will never encourage that someone should just use support and resistance alone. All right. At least add one indicator to also support you. All right. Add one other indicator to support you to back up your points. Add one other indicator to back up your points. All right. So that's the thing. You need one other indicator to back up your points. It's highly necessary. Don't just use support. The support and resistance is for you to know where the market is and where it's going and where it's likely to come down to. All right. So when you have known all that, then you now need another indicator to support you, to help you, so that at least, you can't be 100% correct with this something. You can't be 100%. So, and then that's why I say, peradventure, if it's going to come down, you know that there's a support here. So if the market comes down, it will hit the support. And when it hits the support, it's going to go back up. When it comes, if you know you've determined to enter at the particular at particular price, when you enter that price, and in case the market, you know, we're expecting to go up, but eventually it didn't go up, and it comes down, you know that there is a support there. So you're not afraid. So let it hit the support. When it hits the support, from the support, it's going to go back up. Except there's a news that actually says that market is crashing. All right. And that's why I also said it's very, very compulsory that anyone using RoyalQ must take advantage of margin call. Take advantage of margin call. So when you take advantage of margin call, make your percentage 1%, 1 point something, 1.5%, 1.3%, so that you can get in, get out. When you get out, you wait for it to retrace again. All right, you wait for it to retrace, and when it's going to retrace to a support. That's why you draw your support and resistance for 4 hours. You go ahead also draw it for 1 hour. So you will know that, okay, there's a support where it's going to, in case it comes down, it's going to wait on this support. If it breaks that support, let it go to the next one. There's also a support there that will prevent it from going deep. I hope this is understood, Madam IJ. Madam IJ, I hope this is understood.
Okay, yes, understood. Thank you.
All right, you're most welcome. All right, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, do we have any other sharp question before we call it a day? I really appreciate you for staying this long. Yeah, I really appreciate you.
Somebody was saying in the chat.
Yes, go ahead, go ahead. Madam IJ, you saw a question in the chat. Let me know. Oof. Well, I believe we've really gone far today. I want to use this opportunity to say thank you so much for everyone that has joined. And tomorrow is another day. We'll continue our training tomorrow. We'll be looking at MACD automation. We'll be looking at everything that is necessary for us to look at in respect using MACD automation. And I tell you, MACD automation is truly an automation. It's truly an automation. Remember, we've been told that we should use, what would I call it? The other side of circle, all right? But with MACD automation, we can use circle with MACD automation. All this, I will break it down and I will explain to you tomorrow, all right? At this junction, if there's no question that is forthcoming immediately, all right? If there's no question that is forthcoming immediately, let's just unmute our mic and let's just greet ourselves and let's say good night. We will meet tomorrow by 7:30. To meet tomorrow by 7:30. So if there's no other question, let's unmute. I'm coming.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
you so much. I
Good
appreciate
night.
everyone.
Thank you.
Mr. Manuel, Mr. Flores, Mr. Kim, Madam AJ, Madam Kim, Mr. Moses. Thank you, sir. Madam Augusta, Madam Martins, Madam Baiki, Celestina, Chika.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. All right.
I missed this. Okay. Okay. Hello, thanks.
Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night.